Well, welcome to the Godly Place Circle today. It's really good to see everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm looking at the church calendar today, and we're in the season of Lent, the purple days, the purple Sundays before the mystery of Easter. And this is 1, 2, 3, the third Sunday in Lent. So there's where we are in the calendar, getting ready for the mystery of Easter. It's an exciting time. There was once someone who said such wonderful things and did such amazing things that people began to follow him. And as they followed him, they wondered who he was. And they couldn't help themselves. They just had to ask him. And one of the times when they asked him, he said, "I am the light." I see the love of God in you, the light of Christ come shining through, and I am blessed to be with you, O holy child of God. And this light didn't stay in that one place, in that one time, because he changed the light so it could be in all places and in all times. Watch as I change the light. No, there it's going. It's changing. I can see it coming up. It's filling my room. The Godly Place space here. It's going into the space where you are. So wherever we are today together in Godly Play, this light is with us. And when we leave our spaces, the light will go with us too. So are you ready for a story? Get comfortable. Here we go. This is the time for the color purple. We're preparing for the coming of a king and his going and his coming again. We're preparing for the mystery of Easter. And in the beginning, there was a baby. God chose Mary to be the mother of God, and a child was born. The Word was born, a little child. The mother Mary and the father Joseph held the baby close. They kept the baby warm. And when the baby looked up into the face of the mother Mary, he could already see the cross. And when he looked up into the face of the father Joseph, the cross was there too. Mary and Joseph gave the baby everything he needed to grow, and the baby grew. Here it comes toward you. The baby grew and became a boy. And when Jesus was about 12 years old, he and the mother Mary and the father Joseph and a number of people from their village of Nazareth went up to the city of Jerusalem to celebrate one of the high holy days. And after the celebration was finished, all the people went out through the high gate, going back towards Nazareth. Mary and Joseph looked around, but Jesus was nowhere to be found. They thought that he was playing with the other children from the village. They hurried back to Jerusalem through the high gate. They searched in the dark streets of Jerusalem. They looked in the market where they bought food for their journey. They looked in the place where they'd stayed. He was nowhere to be found. They looked for 3 days. And finally, they went to the temple, and there was Jesus. And he was talking to the priests, the rabbis. And they were listening to him because he knew so much. And Jesus was listening to the scribes and the rabbis because he wanted to learn more. And then Mary and Joseph asked that question that parents always ask their children and has no answer. Why did you do this? And Jesus said something surprising. Did you not know I would be in my Father's house? Mary and Joseph didn't know what he was talking about. Joseph's carpenter shop was in Nazareth, where they lived. They didn't understand, but they didn't forget. And later they would understand. The boy grew and became a man. And when Jesus was about 30 years old, he went down to the River Jordan, where his cousin John was baptizing people. Can you see John? You can just see the back of his head, where his hair sticking out. John was a wild man. Jesus waded out into the River Jordan until he was face to face with John. And he said, "Baptize me." John looked at Jesus as if for the first time. Now he knew who he really was. "How can I baptize you? You are the Messiah, the one we've been waiting for. Baptize me." But Jesus said, "No, it is written that you will go before me to prepare the way. Baptize me." Jesus went down into the dark and chaos of the waters. And as John lifted him up into the light, some of the people who were there say that a dove descended from heaven and came very close to him. Others who were there said they heard a voice saying, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased." After he was baptized, Jesus continued across the Jordan River and went into the desert. He stayed in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. Jesus wanted to know more about who he was and what his work was going to be. So, I'm wondering what part of this story you like the best. Oh, this part? I wonder what part is most important. What do you think? I'm wondering if anybody in your family's been baptized. How about you? I wonder if there's any pictures. I wonder who has the stories of baptism in your family. Who could you ask? I wonder what you have where you are that you could bring to this story to tell more about the story. Look around. Look in your place that you're in and also in your imagination, because maybe it's not right here, maybe it's in a cupboard or at your aunt's house. Imagine that. And tell the person that you're with what you brought. Did you bring it for this part or this part? Do you want me to put it here? And tell the person that you're with what you brought and why you brought it. The story's going to keep growing. So I'm looking forward to telling you the next part when we meet again. But for now, it's time for the blessing. May the Lord bless you and watch over you. May the Lord make his face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look kindly on you and give you peace. Ready to sing with me? Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the love of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. Thanks very much. See you next week. Bye.